Hey, do you remember what happened on March 13, 2020? At least that was the date for me. That was the date that our church decided to cancel services for 3 weeks, right? Just 3 weeks because of the COVID pandemic. We called it the coronavirus pandemic back then. And we thought it would only be 3 weeks, but it was a lot longer than that, as you well know. And churches, all organizations, but I'm thinking about churches here. Churches had to figure out how to adapt, how to adjust, how to change in order to meet this new challenge. How do you do church, right, on a screen? How do you do pastoral care? How do you do communion on a screen? But we did figure it out, didn't we? We figured it out. We came up with this thing called hybrid worship. And for a lot of churches, that hybrid worship has stuck around, hasn't it? And it makes a difference. I talked with a guy named Scott Thumma on this week's episode of Spiritual Life and Leadership. It's episode 198. It's called Clergy, Congregations, and Hope After the Pandemic. And we talk about the impact of the pandemic on churches. The good and the bad and the inconclusive. In other words, that which is yet to be found, to be discovered. Great conversation. And it is totally worth listening to just to kind of get a sense of where we've been and where we are and where things are going for churches. I hope you check it out.